Hey everyone, it's Deacon082. Welcome back to Pokemon Emerald Water Type Challenge. In the last episode, we got several new team members. We got Jex, the Barboach. We got Taiwan, the Whalmer. We brought back Paul, the Gyarados. And we got Peru, the Corphish. And in addition to Muchacho, the Lombre, and Stamps, the Pelipper. And I said I was going to do New Mauville. I actually picked up some repels in between episodes. Did a little bit of training for the rest of my team, and now we're going to head in and actually do New Mauville this time. Oddly enough, Jex is our highest level now, so we can sit in here, and all the way down I have 10 repels. That should be enough to get through here. And the reason I'm rebelling is because there are switch puzzles in here that are kind of annoying to have to do without repels up, because you just have to stop what you're doing and run into wild Pokemon all the time. So I'm just going to constantly put these repels back up, and you'll see why pretty soon. Because there are some switches in here, and some of them aren't actually switches, but they are wild Voltorbs at level 25, which is why, yeah, there's no need to show most of the random encounter battles, because they're Magnemites, which we've seen plenty of, or they're Voltorbs, which we can see here. But anyway, just need to keep activating these switches. Oh, there's an item there, though, that I missed. Yeah, we'll have to flip this switch, and then go in here and get this item, and it's an Ultra Ball. And that's actually a path back to the entrance, so that was kind of a waste. Because we might be going through there again later. But, yeah, there's all kinds of stuff here. This one is a Paralyze Heal, and this one is another Voltorb for more training. I don't actually know what level Barboach evolves, and I'm probably not going to look, so if it's sometime soon, like level 30, it's going to be a surprise for me, because it's cool. For some reason, I think it might be 30. It is. So, just one episode after catching it, Jex is evolving into a pretty cool Pokemon. Pretty derpy looking, actually. Whiscash. I love Whiscash. He's pretty awesome. Let's look at what we got now. So, Whiscash is really bulky, like Whalmer is. Mild Nature is actually up special attack, I think. So, those are some pretty good stats. I'm looking at the wrong Pokemon. Okay, we have a Hasty Nature here. A lot higher HP than anything else, and the rest is pretty balanced, so you can do a lot of things with Whiscash, and did not need to flip that. So, yeah. Whiscash is going to make this an interesting run, because just using things that you've never used before is cool. And here is another Voltorb. Let's see Whiscash in action with Magnitude. So with some things like the Earthquake TM, for example, when I do get it, who will I be teaching it to? Because we'll have 2 ground types to use. Well, it's going to depend on like what I plan on doing for the Elite Four and stuff. Because I'll obviously only be using sits of like the 20 that I'll be getting. So that's going to stop the generator really easily. And now we can, do I have an escape rope? I do, I have 2 of them. I'm just going to use an escape rope to get out of here, because much more convenient than having to run into a bunch more wild Pokemon on the way out. So, yeah. Now that we have Surf, we can go a lot of places and see some new things. Like right here, for example, is a place we can make a secret base. I've not actually made a secret base yet, because I haven't taught secret powers. But, later on, I plan on making a secret base just for the heck of it, maybe to show off some stuff that you can do. Where else can we go besides east, which is where we need to go? I can't think of any place off the top of my head without backtracking a long way. And I don't really want to backtrack a long way right now, but all we'd be missing is just some items that are scattered around. Like, I know there's some in, like, Petalburg, for example, if we backtrack all the way back there. But for the most part, that's all there is to do without progressing through the game, but there's... Oh, I know one thing that we can do. From Slateport, if you go on Route 103 over here, you can navigate back, and we can actually surf across, and this is 2 trainers that we haven't fought. Who's up front? You know what? I haven't shown Peru and Taiwan on screen yet. Let's do it. Okay, so I don't know why we can't just swim, because it really is just a short distance like crazy, and I don't know why these Pokemon are only level 15, seeing as you can't get here for a long time. But they're so weak that we can just surf these guys, because these are our 2 lowest levels, and they're basically 7 levels higher than the wild Pokemon here. So, we have Vice Grip, which is pretty powerful, and we have a Rollout, which is Rollout. So, I mean, Taiwan and Blue Bunny are identical because they both have high HP stats and they both have Rollout. So, it really doesn't matter which one we have. We'll basically be interchanging one for the other for a while, I guess. I don't know. But this is a shortcut back, and now we're in Oldale Town again. And yeah, we can go to Petalburg now, but actually if you go back home and see your mother anytime after you beat your dad in the gym battle, well, first we get to register her in our Pokénap because we never did, but when you get the badge from Petalburg, you get the amulet coin, which is a really useful item, and I'm going to equip, you'll want to give it to the Pokemon who's probably going to be in the most battles. So I'm going to give it to Stamps because he's one of our highest levels. The amulet coin doubles the amount of money you get from trainers, which in our ultimate goal of trying to get multiple Ice Beam TMs, that is going to be quite helpful for us. And now we have to make it back. Yeah, I could surf there, but there are probably some items and stuff that we can pick up on the other routes, and there's also a whole nother area of water that wasn't reachable to us before, but now it is. So over here we can get an ether just in Petalburg. I think there's something over here too. Yep, a rare candy, hidden pretty well. Well, it was not hidden well at all. I knew it was there. And up here is a Matt's Revive. So, all things that could be really helpful later on in the game. Okay, that's the same pool of water. But the thing is, once you get Surf, Mr. Brinny is gone, and now the only way to get to Dewford is to actually surf there yourself, which it's a long way, and there's a ton of trainers. So it's really good for training, but there's really nothing there on those water routes that's interesting, so like you really just go on there for the training, and they're around the level we're at now, so they'll be really easy to take out and get a lot of experience from. So I don't know if I'll actually show those routes. I probably will later on, but keep in mind it'll just be like 3 episodes of just going on water routes, because I could probably just show all of that off screen because it's just training stuff. But now another shortcut we can take is we can surf up I think this is Route 115, but we can also surf around to this there's a secret area up to the north, which I did not find out about for a long time because I actually looked in my Pokemon Emerald strategy guide and saw that there were wild Pokemon you could find on this route. Well, that doesn't make sense if I looked in the strategy guide and didn't see this area. There's a hidden area up here, and there's actually grass hidden up there, but there's a ton of trainers who run around, and they have pretty tough Pokemon, so I'm actually going to go with our higher levels for this fight. Muchacho and Stamps. It'll be tough to get these guys in a double battle, so it's probably possible, but I'm just gonna do this. This guy, I believe, has a Machop. Yeah, okay. Then we should have gone with Stamps up front, but it's fine. We can take these guys out. And this is actually the best area you can train in if you don't want to progress onwards, because the wild Pokemon you can find here go up to about 25. That's about as high as they are on the route east of Mauville that we haven't continued on after the Good Rod. So it's good training if you don't feel like progressing and you just want to train up something. But up here we have the TM for Focus Punch, which is pretty well hidden. And there's a lot of places to make secret bases. That kind of rhymes. And there's one of these. We can go upwards, and all the way down here, there is an iron to boost defense. So that's pretty helpful. I don't know why you'd want to make your secret base all the way over here, but all power to you. Here's a heal powder. And up here is a double battle and some berries. I suppose we'll keep the same two. Okay, these guys, we have a Psychic and a Battle Girl, a Monotype and Kadabra, and Alex spelled with an I. Interesting. Monotype will just be stupid and use Detect and stuff, so we'll just take out Kadabra first. Yeah. Next up, Curlia. So Monotype is actually not going to use Detect, and he's got a hidden power that is not very effective on flying. Well, it's not very effective on a water flying, but now double battles just become so easy because everybody has Surf, and we can just do this and win every double battle by just spamming Surf. And in the next episode, when we actually progress onwards, you'll see how overpowered Surf gets, because I won't spoil it, but you probably know what route I'm talking about. Okay, so these two go down, and these berries are Kelpsy berries, which I believe this is the only place you can find them in Hoenn, normally. Yeah, as for the wild Pokemon here, they're the same as other things you can find in other places, so they're just higher level, so because you can't get here until you can Surf. And Wingull is pretty fast, but Chacho can't actually flee, which is not good. We could have got some training from it, but I'm trying to think the best way to do this set of double battles to guarantee a double battle, because I like doing double battles whenever possible. Oh, well, now that girl's in the way, so this is not going to be a double battle at all. This triathlete has Doduo, which is not good for us, but we can do that much damage with Fake Out. Okay, and then Swift might be enough to finish it off. I could have used Surf because I forgot we had it. How much will Surf do to Dodrio? If we can even survive this Tri-Attack. Okay, that's pretty good. But, yeah. It's, Dodrio really high attack stat, and oh, it actually killed us with Pursuit as we switched into Stamp. So that's not something you see every day, Pursuit actually killing an enemy on the Switch in-game. So, that's interesting that you got to see that. But like I said, we could have done a double battle now, but this girl's in the way, so this will not be a double battle at all. We're going against Jaden. Not spelled the same way as the Jaden I know, but this guy has a Ninjask, the fastest normal Pokemon in the game, and after one turn, the fastest Pokemon in the game. He has a Gulpin, which is ground type, or poison type, which means I could use a ground type move, but it's pretty weak, so I think I'll give Taiwan another opportunity to fight. You're going to lock us into using Surf. That is perfectly fine with me. Okay, Ninja Boy Jaden goes down. And next up, that is an old guy. We'll keep Taiwan in here. Yeah, I don't know how that girl got in the way, but it messed up everything that I had planned. This guy has a Hariyama. Really, really bulky Pokemon. Because its HP is about as high as Whalmer's. So, these moves really aren't doing a lot to it, and I'm sorry, Taiwan. Hirayama is strong enough to take out the entire country of Taiwan, which, that's pretty impressive. So, yeah, Hirayama goes down with some wings, and yeah, good training. We almost got 2 levels for stamps there. I think that's all there is over here. So, like I said, I'll show... I think I will show those water routes, but not for a while. Just because it'd be nice to actually make some progress. You can surf around in Meteor Falls, but you can't actually go anywhere until you have another HM move. So, nothing we can do at this point. There might be an item we can actually pick up. No, it doesn't seem like it. So, there's a waterfall you actually need to learn the move Waterfall before you can do anything here. But there are a lot of trainers in here later on, and one particularly rare Pokemon. But I won't be able to show that for a long time. So, I'm thinking if there's anything else we can do here with Surf before I try to move on. I know I've held off progressing for another episode here, which wasn't originally the plan, but it looks like it's what's going to happen. Yeah, there's a secret base spot over here. Another kind of interesting place to put a secret base, just on the middle of an island. Here's a mural by Surfing. We've seen those. We have one of our own. Well, that's a pretty pointless piece of land there. There's another waterfall. And I think you can actually surf over here and get an item. Nope, I was wrong. So, that's all for this area, it looks like. So I think we're actually done here, and the only place we still have to go is east of Mauville, not counting all the surfing areas. So I think we'll just repel through here, and I just realized that this won't work because I don't have Rock Smash taught anymore, so I will have to find a way to get back to Mauville City, which is harder than I had originally planned. And in the next episode, we'll progress eastwards from Mauville City, and I'll do a little bit more training to get our lower levels to where they're not dying in every battle. And if we can take out this Sand Shrew, because Sand Veil is stupid. Okay. Yeah, in the next episode, we'll be going east from Mauville City and headed towards wherever the 6th gym is. So, this has been, yeah, how am I going to do this? I don't know. But this has been Deacon082, and I will see you guys next time.